Hi there, I'm Tony, welcome to Let's Get Running. How about a few top tips for new runners? So once again, welcome along to the channel. This is Let's Get Running, I'm Tony James. And if this is your first visit here, thank you very much for taking the time to say hello. But can you do me a big favour? Can you hit the subscribe button below? And also the bell notification, so you find out every time I upload new running content. So today, I want to give you 5 top tips for a new runner or somebody who's returning to running. I'm not going to do that while I'm doing this run. I'm just going to finish off my Sunday long run, and I'll see you back in the studio for those top tips in just a couple of moments. Enjoy the sunshine and stay safe. Right guys, let's get into it. The 5 top tips for a new runner. Number 1, planning. First thing is to get out there and run. Don't just think about doing it, just get out and get started with the running. Every run should have a purpose, should have a focus. Initially, that focus for you would be just to get running. But don't just go out there and run, because if you go out without that plan, you could end up going out too fast, getting too tired, demotivating yourself, or even worse, you could end up with an injury. So as I say, I would suggest you start out with a plan, and the best thing to do if you are new to running is go onto the NHS website and get their Couch to 5K plan. That will get you running in simple steps within a 10-week period. The Couch to 5K plan will get you up and moving and focused. It's a combination of run, walking. The one thing as a runner that you shouldn't be afraid to do is to actually walk some of the run. So don't underestimate that run walking technique. This will help you, it'll help speed you up, and it'll help you get further. So with that plan, how long should you be out? I would suggest you start off by looking at being out for about 20 minutes. And then as time goes, you'll go further and be out longer. The one thing you should plan into your run is actually a good warm-up and a good cool-down. You need to warm up because it will get the heart rate up, it will get the blood flowing, it will loosen the joints, and it will mean that you end up having a better run, and also it will lessen the chances of you getting injured. So as a warm-up, you should be looking at doing some dynamic exercises like high knees. If you want to know any dynamic exercises, just go on YouTube and type in dynamic exercises and you'll find loads of videos on what you can do. Or alternatively, you could just do a brisk walk for about 10 minutes. So to sum up, tip 1, planning. Make sure you have a good plan, and probably one of the best places to start is with that NHS Couch to 5K. So my tip number 2, it's the gear. Now I was told many years ago that always buy the best that you can afford, and that is exactly the same with running shoes. We all have different budgets, so always buy the best within your individual budget. One of the main investments in your hobby or sport is going to be your running shoes. Normally, I would suggest going to a local running store and speaking to the professionals in there and get a gait analysis and try on several pairs and see which actually works best for you. But in the times at the moment, we can't go to the running shops, they're all shut. So the only place we can buy the running shoes is online. So if you're looking to buy your first pair of running shoes, make sure you set your budget and then go online and have a look at the various retail stores on there, the likes of Sports Shoes or Runners Needs, or actually have a look at the manufacturers directly. New Balance, Nike, Asics, they've all got their own sites, they all sell shoes. But the one thing you need to be looking for, or the couple of things you need to be looking out for when you're shopping online, is for sale items or for discounts. Now, a lot of the manufacturers do discount their shoes occasionally, and also one of the ways you can get a good discount is signing up for their mailing list. I signed up for a mailing list from one particular retailer, and they've just sent me a 25% off voucher. So it's worth signing up for these mailing lists because you do get the offers sent through, and a 25% off a £120 shoe is quite a good saving. So look out for those offers, look out for what's on sale. So once you've had a browse, don't just buy what looks nice. It might not be the right shoe for you. Everybody's different, everybody has a different feet, everybody has different running styles. So you have to find the shoe that's best for you. So look for those offers, as I say. Now, I recently picked up a pair of Adidas Adigeros for just £40 using the offers and discounts that I've just mentioned. So when you're looking for a shoe, the things to bear in mind are, first of all, the fit. Make sure that when your foot's in there, there is room to move, because if it's too tight, that's going to cause the blisters, which we all know how bad they feel. So make sure you do get a shoe that fits comfortably and there is a little bit of wriggle room there, especially in the toe box. Make sure your heel sits in the heel counter and that when you're running there's no slippage, because again, rubbing against the back there could lead to those nasty blisters. What you need to make sure is the cradle, or the saddle of the shoe is down and locked tight on top of your foot, so it's firm and in place. Look at the material of the shoe itself. You want something that's lightweight and breathable. You can see that many of the shoes these days come with a sort of mesh that you can see through. These are the breathable types and they are really lightweight. For £40, these are really, really lightweight. So that's the fit of the upper part of the shoe. The other two things you need to look at is the outer sole. Make sure you've got a good tread on there so you can get the traction, especially when you're out running in the rain. And the other thing is look at the midsole. This is the thing you'll hear a lot about, the midsole of a shoe. Each shoe manufacturer has their own proprietary type of foam, but they're all there to do the same thing. It's to cushion your foot when you're banging the pavement and also give you energy return to lift you and push you and propel you forward. The more expensive the shoe, the more propulsion you generally get, and it's more of a springy. I've heard people talking about the Nike Next Percents is like running on trampolines or running on clouds. It's that type of bounce you get. But even in the cheaper shoes, if you look for a shoe that is of a good manufacturer and well made, they will have, like the Adidas here, theirs is called Light Strike foam, and I was really impressed with the amount of bounce I was getting for these, even on a half marathon run I did the other week. So look for the best shoe you can afford within your budget. Okay, tip number 3 for you today is one that it did take me a while to sort out before I got my head around it, but it's so simple, and this really will help improve your running, especially as a new starter. Tip number 3, consistency. It's the secret sauce, and it's just between you and me, okay? Consistency will allow you to run more miles, get fewer running injuries, feel smoother on each run, and make runs feel a better workout. What I would suggest to help you with the consistency is to keep a running log, journal, diary, however you want to call it. That way it gives you insight to your progress over time. You can do this a number of ways, this tracking. You can do it old school, pen and paper. You can put it on a spreadsheet on your computer, or you can do what a lot of people do these days and use a specific app that will track your running. Now, the main one you'll probably hear about is Strava, That's the one I use, and I can now go back over the last 2 years and have a look at every run that I did, how far did I go, what pace I was running at, etc. So Strava is the one that most people use, but there are several out there. Again, it's one of those things where you need to go out and find which one works best for you. But just remember, if it's not on Strava, it never happened. Right, let's move it on. Tip number 4, rest. Do not underestimate the power of rest. It's just as important as your running days, to take those days where you just do nothing, just relax, let the body recover, recuperate, let those muscles rebuild. One of the best things you can do, and this has worked for me and countless other runners, one of the most powerful rest techniques is get a good night's sleep. Make sure you've got a nice mattress. Make sure you're not tossing and turning. Get the temperature right in the bedroom. Not too hot, not too cold. Don't drink caffeine too close to going to bed. A good night's sleep is probably the most important recovery tool you have. Tip number 5, and this is a really good tip. However, it is probably more relevant to a different time. At the moment, we're all in lockdown. We can go out and do our exercising, but we've got to go out on our own or with people in the household. We can't meet up socially with other runners. But tip number 5 for a different time is join a running community, a running group or a running club. There are lots of benefits to being in a running community group club. The biggest benefit actually is accountability. You know, if you have several people waiting for you to turn up for a run, it gives you more motivation to actually get up and get out there and get the job done, because these people are there for you and are waiting for you. Also, if you're out running with somebody, it can stop you slipping the pace. You know, you might just slow down and not know about it, but if you're running with other people and you're running at constant speed, it will keep you running at the pace you're looking to run at. Basically, when you run with other people, you're actually putting more effort and determination into your run. You get caught up with the pace, you get caught up with the excitement of being out and running with other people, just like you do on race day. You also find that you're running with other people, you end up running further and faster than you knew you could. There you go, that's my top 5 tips, and just because I like you and you're going to hit subscribe on the button below, I'm going to give you a bonus 6th tip, and that is, don't be bothered by other people's pace. Don't be bothered by what you read on Strava or any of the other running apps or what you read on forums. Don't be bothered about their pace. You're out running for you, so just concentrate on yourself. By all means, be inspired by other people. See what they've done and try and emulate them, but don't get hung up that people are running faster or longer or further than you. Experiences might be different. They might have been running longer, they might be in a different training block, they could be looking to training for a full marathon whilst you're looking just to complete your first parkrun. So please don't get hung up on what other people are doing. Going forward is a pace, so don't stress about being fast or slow. Just put one foot in front of the other, have fun and carry on going forward. And finally, my last piece of advice for you: never trust a fart after the first mile. There you go, there's my 5 tips and my 1 bonus tip for you today if you are a new runner. Hope you found that of interest. If you did, please hit like and comment below. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell icon on your way out. I would greatly appreciate it. So thank you very much indeed for watching. I will see you next time. Till then, let's get running.